So this is so weird.
It is weird.
It is so weird sitting here. Because I don't know what I'm looking at. Am I looking at you or looking at that camera? I'm like, thumbnail.
Bro, don't start acting like Harry, bro. That's too much for me. Okay, but hold on. We should actually get into it today.
Okay.
We look like idiots right now.
Okay.
You're in this red suit. I'm in this suit. We should tell Carl where this comes from and pull it up.
Okay.
Tell the story.
Okay. So when I was in Vietnam a couple of months ago, maybe 2 months ago actually, I was in a town called Hanoi, and they specialize in suit making. I watched Rush Hour 1. I don't know if you guys seen that film. I don't know if Carl wants to pull it up. Rush Hour. There's this bit like a scene in it where one of the actors is wearing a red suit. Just type in Rush Hour red suit, honestly, and that'll come up. Yeah. So I got it because of that, and I was just really curious of getting it. Yeah, this guy has it. Hold on. No.
Can we play the scene?
Well, we don't know where the scene is.
Is it not? Was it the first Rush Hour?
No, it's this one. This photo. Yeah. I don't know if I didn't do a great job with it. I got red velvet, but that's Rush Hour. But my Rush Hour is probably my favorite film, so I wanted to commemorate it with like a nice little red suit, and I got like it's a little tight, but you know how it is. I'm getting big and bulky.
It's Vietnam as well. All the suits are probably a little.
And they tell me, strong boy. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And they're like, no, very sexy boy. And I'm like, okay. They measure you up, like do the lines and like, yeah, they violate you sexually. It's just weird.
Riley and I have watched the Rush Hour trilogy. How many times do you reckon? 100 times altogether, all 3 movies?
I've probably watched it maybe like 10 times on my own, dude.
But together we've watched them so many times. They're such good movies.
$50 million.
And that scene. Can we please try and pull up that scene?
If you can find it, Carl. If you can find it.
Funny,
if you can find it.
And literally, we would be standing in the kitchen just repeating line for line this movie. Oh my goodness. And they don't make movies like that anymore.
No, they don't. And that's when Jackie Chan, like he said the N-word. In the first one,
right,
yeah.
Actually.
He said the N-word.
Right. You can't do that.
Right.
No,
that was 96 when the first one came out. That's Rush Hour 2, but I think
first one in 96. You're saying?
I think 96.
Let's have a look. 98.
Oh no! I was stuffed 2 years.
Close.
Sorry if I was loud.
Right, you just deafen people. All right. So can we try and find this clip or no? But okay, while Carl try and find the clip, you tell me about Vietnam. I want to know about everything. The Haijang loop, your travels in between, the crazy stories, everything.
So at the start of the year, my friends wanted to do like a guys trip, like a boys trip.
What are you saying, Carl?
Oh, what scene are we looking for?
We're looking for the red suit scene in
yes. Just
pull that shit up.
Oh, we're going back to the red suit scene.
Sorry.
Hold on.
Right, continue.
Well, just talking about Vietnam.
Yes.
Okay. So start of this year, my friends really want to do a guys trip again. I didn't want to do another one because I was trying to focus more on like uni life and all that stuff. But you told me I should like go out more and go out like into the world a little bit more, travel and see a lot more things. And they wanted to go all around Vietnam, which I was really interested in when they told me they wanted to do all Vietnam, because last time I went with a guys trip with them, they did like Bali like for a week, and you're like, dude, I don't like partying all the time, and staying in one place and then passing down the street, and I'm like, how it is. But this one was going all around Vietnam, so we did it in midway through June, so 2 months ago now. We left on the 15th. We started from, normally a lot of people do, I think, north to south. We did south to north. So we started south, which was the main city, Ho Chi Minh City. Stayed there for a couple of days. We went to the, mainly, we were drinking at some places. Then we went to the Vietnam, War Museum, which was skits as like crazy to like read about the articles. Like I remember reading about what the Americans did, but like it was also kind of like what the Americans did, but the Vietnamese, like they did like fucked up shit as well. Like both sides are like, it was wartime, so like you gotta understand. But the Americans were like blow torch down like villages and everything like that, and you're like, damn, that's crazy. And there was like one other thing that was, I can't really say on here, but they had like, I've told you about it. From Ho Chi Minh, we went to a seaside town, Nha Trang, and Nha Trang was quite nice, just quite a relaxing little place. Walked around, did a hike around there. Talked to a local, trying to find a hiking spot. The guy told me, I was like, hey, is there a hiking spot? Because I couldn't find it. And he was like, no, 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 boom. And I'm like, what does that mean? And I'm like, and I walk away. He's like, no, no, boom. And I'm like, what does that mean? And I'm walking away. I was like, maybe he means landmines. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just wigging out at that time because I was like, like discombobulated with that thought. And I was like, nah. So, but that was fun. I mean, Vietnam was a great trip, but, I'm also just kind of like hyper fixed on this right now. Like I've been talking about Vietnam, but dude, Carl's
it broke your
it's been breaking because I've been looking at the screen.
Pull this up, put it on full screen. I want to see this.
By the way,
is this when Jackie Chan says the N-word?
Well,
I think it is. Isn't it? Yeah. Press play. I don't know if we can play this on here.
Look at this.
That's just nothing but a cigarette.
This cigarette weed.
Well, it looking like a cigarette.
You better have glaucoma.
I do.
What's up, my nigga?
Hey, check
Here
that,
he
baby.
is. The coolest dude ever, according to Riley and I, when we were 9 years old. Dude, this guy's stone cold. You always wanted a red suit after you saw this guy. Yeah.
Put the guns down. Put the gun down. MC Hammer Daddy, put the goddamn gun down. Now I got some questions and I need some answers.
Put him down. Put him down.
What a girl.
What girl?
The little girl.
Nothing about no little Chinese girl.
You know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you
So
know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna
stupid.
take all y'all asses in right now if I don't get no answers.
Carter, put the gun down.
Man, don't act like you know me. You don't know me. I see what's going on here. Y'all trying to play me like a fool. Y'all think I'm a fool. All right, look, please, go outside real quick. It's gonna get a little dangerous in here.
I may have some questions.
Please, go outside and wait by the bar. Man, when I told you, bag me up, go outside. I'm gonna take care of everything, all right?
You sure?
I'm sure. Now go on now. Go on. Think I'm playing? Hurry up. Come here.
Don't come up in here in my place of business scaring me like that. God damn.
Man, I was just playing, man. Give me a hug. Boy. I'm just schooling that rookie, man, showing him the ropes. Why you come to church Sunday?
I had some things to take care of.
And they act like they're pretty much brothers.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
right
look,
now,
man,
Riley's got the red suit. I got the blue suit,
up?
like Chris
I
Tucker
need to know who this guy
in
is
Rush
running
Hour.
around town buying
And
up
it's
all
what
these
this episode's
explosives and weapons.
about
Yeah.
today, really.
I don't
I
know
think
nothing
I
about that.
inspire.
Wow.
I think I
Look,
inspire
man, I know
like
what
to
you
be
do,
like
man.
Chris Tucker.
And the only reason why
Dude, no one's cooler than Chris Tucker.
Aye, true. That's true.
He is the coolest Donnie. But hear me out.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker on the Epstein files.
Is he?
Actually is. He
Is
genuinely,
he?
dude.
Pull it up, Carl. Pull up the Epstein files. Is he actually?
He is.
Who's on the Epstein files? Because I don't dig through it because no one really
Well,
likes talking about it. It gets swept under the rug.
Chris Tucker and Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Clinton went on a trip to Africa together on Jeffrey Epstein's private jet and went all around Africa. Chris Tucker's done jokes about it too, like impersonating Clinton and stuff like that. I don't know if he was getting up to any freaky business, but it happened. They were
I don't
friends.
see him as the type of guy. to get
Neither
freaked
do
with.
I. He's too funny and too cool,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
He's literally too cool.
Yeah, he is.
Dude. I don't know if we want to get onto the Epstein list too
Well,
early.
why don't we? Why don't we? Why don't,
Because we're talking about your trip, man.
I like this. I like this, bro.
All right. Well, freaking who else is?
Well,
on
I can
there
talk. I can talk more about the Vietnam trip. I could.
Do it.
Yeah,
We
okay.
haven't even talked about the Haijang loop yet.
Okay, fine. So where was I?
Okay, tell people at home what the Haijang loop is.
Okay, Haijang Loop is the main tourist attraction of probably Vietnam. It's basically on the border of China and Vietnam. It's basically this. You might have to pull up some photos for me to describe it, but it's basically like just like a mountain range area that you can't walk it. You got to travel by bike, and it's like a 4-day journey that we did. But yeah, basically it's quite a beautiful landscape. But most of the time, you're traveling for 4 days on a bike. you can either ride them yourself or you hire a guy. Like you like hire this guy and you like drive me. And the guy I had was funny as fuck. And he I can't mention his name because he will go on like 110 down these roads. But the scenery was beautiful. I mean, hold on. That was from one of my nights. But that shows. Go click on that one. That's my video. See if the sound comes up.
Give it full screen for the people at home.
Yeah.
And make sure
This was one of the stops that we found, and I found this flute guy on the side of the road. Yeah, I didn't record it landscape at the time because we were like kind of running. Because like we would stop for a second.
That's such a sick video.
Yeah, it's such a sick video. Yeah, like the guy's playing the flute. And
Play it again, it's so sick.
Yeah. Like everybody just saw him. It was like, whoa, that's crazy. Like it was beautiful, really nice. Like just all greenery, like mountain ranges, nice, everything like that. And the villages too were so quiet. I was trying to get a haircut over there in one of the villages that we stopped at. I was trying to get a buzz cut, but then I lifted up my forehead and I was like, oh, no. And I ran out on the guy. I was like, I'll come back. And never came back. I wonder what this video is. Okay. This is probably me on the bike. But the one thing about the bikes, that's my...
Turn it down just a little.
So it was very hard to hold your phone and sit on the bike properly because there's nothing on the back of you. You just like, you got your bag, but if he drives off fast enough, you're going to fucking fly back. So that was a lot of fun. I mean, but there were some videos, our driver and this other guy's driver, one of my mates, we were cop watchers. So basically what we'd do is this group would stay in one formation and then we would go ahead and like see if there was any police or anything on the side of the road. So we would speed up like crazy speeds, like going 110, like 120 down these roads. Because one of our, we had another Australian couple. The guy was riding a bike, but however, he would drink every night because you would. There was this big popular thing in Vietnam called Happy Water, which is basically like no one really knows what's in it. I still don't know what's in it, but it gets you screwed up. Like you have like 4 of them, and you're like you're like dead on the side of the road, like
how many did you have heaps?
I didn't have that many because I was watching like my alcohol situation a lot of the times, but like they would get you loose enough to go on the dance floor and you'd be like dancing queen, like sing, like you know, like sing to the songs, you know, singing with the other white people when you're like yeah like I point, and then you like they would have karaoke nights on the Highjane Loop and stuff like that. But the weirdest part is the sleeping arrangement. The sleeping arrangements were so bad. You would be put in a room with like 30 other people. So you got like, so the 5 of us, the 6 of us, so my friends, and then like the other randos that we don't know, bunch of women, bunch of like guys, and there's like 2 showers, 2 toilets. So if you go in a toilet and you take out like that shit and you come out and you're like, you're going to smell out the whole place, which I did a couple of times. Guys, I gotta disappear from the dance floor and you take a fat dump. And it's just, and everybody's like, what's happening? I don't know. Good night.
What were you eating? What was the food like?
Oh, the food was actually all right, but it just, some of it just made you like belly. Like that food over there, your belly's just, your body's not adjusted to their food
100%.
type. But it was really delicious.
Too.
Yeah, the water too. But their food was like good as. I didn't have a problem getting sick. I didn't get sick at all. Really from the food. I had these tablets called the Travel Line, where it like layers your stomach and like protects it from like bad bacteria. I don't know how it works.
I don't know,
but it protects bacteria. It worked for me because the other guys got sick, but I would take those tablets and I was fine the whole time.
True, you said you didn't get sick the whole trip. I didn't get sick,
but
all your boys were super sick.
Yeah, some of them got sick.
What was the most sick someone got?
Oh, most of them were just shitting their brains out. Really. Like that's and they were using my Imodium pills. Like I'd give them Imodium pills and like, here, take them. And I'm like, just make sure I have enough for me because I'm banking that I'm gonna be in the same position as what they were. But I didn't in the end, so it was great. But yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Highjane Loop was probably the main reason we went to Vietnam. But we did some other cool things, like we explored the Vietnamese tunnels back in Ho Chi Minh City. They were scary as. We climbed through a tunnel and I was like, brought my big ass backpack, and I got like kind of stuck in there, and I was the last person to come out. I was like all sweaty, and I was like, oh my god,
Those tunnels are
the
so
tunnel
tight.
was so tight.
Even though like we're not that big.
Yeah, but like look at the landscape. Like
it's still tight.
it rained the first day, and that was scary as because we were scared of like slipping off and everything like that. But it was pretty cool. Yeah.
Was there any scary moments in the trip where like scary moments in the hiking loop where you were like, I feel like we're gonna slide off the cliff here?
Yeah. Well, my guy actually was speeding down this road, and we're going downhill. And the worst part about going downhill, especially on these small bikes, is like you're sitting there for like 2 or 3 hours. Your ass is gonna be hurting, like crotch and everything, because you're like sitting in like a weird position. Like imagine sitting on like a little tight little thing, and you're going downhill for like a long time, like leaning forward. It's painful. It's very painful.
Big pack on as well.
And your backpack's tied to the back of like where that is, like back to it, back of the scooter. Yeah. So yeah, like it'd be tied to the back. But his bag was in Ben's bag was in the front, so he didn't have a backrest. I had a backrest luckily, but he had to hold on.
Yeah, that's such an odd way to hold on as well, like at the back like that, you get so stiff.
But anyway,
how many hours a day were you traveling like this on average?
Great question, Nathan. Maybe 6 hours.
You were drunk the whole fucking time, bro. You don't remember.
Maybe like
you were asleep holding on like this.
Well, maybe 6 hours. Maybe
6 hours a day.
But you'd be taking a lot of breaks. Like we'd be taking a lot of breaks.
What were you doing on the breaks?
Like they would go smoke.
Yeah,
they would go smoke cigarettes. Well, my driver didn't smoke cigarettes, but he would drive really fast. But they would stop on the side of the road, smoke. They had these things called backy bongs, which you also told me about, where they have them like these things in like a wooden bottle. But anyway,
Southeast Asian countries.
Southeast Asia love smoking. Like that's just facts.
They have it on the street too. You just can't ignore it. It's just
out there.
Like Thailand, Indonesia, everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. But back to the most dangerous part was when my driver lost his thong. He was driving down the hill, and he like turned the corner too sharply, and he scraped the bottom of the his foot, and his thong like broke off and slipped off, and he was like, oh no, and he like looked behind, and he will like swerve like this for like a second, and I'm like, what's wrong, and he's like, my thong. I pulled over and grabbed it. It was like ripped in half, and I was like, wait, just use my Crocs, because I had my Crocs in the back. And he's like, no, I don't need it. And I was like, no, wear my Crocs. So the guy wore my Crocs for a little bit of the trip, like for like maybe 2 hours, and that was it, and then he took them off. But it was kind of cool him wearing my Crocs, because I had all those giblets that but they're fucked up now, those Crocs. I need to get new ones. But yeah, that was probably the scariest moment. The other one was when we saw a truck, like this big truck like flipped over. We didn't know how it happened, but it was like spilling out oil onto the road and everything. And we're like, oh shit, I got a lighter. Just roll it to the side, because we're zooming by. I could like just light it and like and just like pull and drive away. It'd be like a slow motion little thing. It'd be such a badass moment.
That's your first.
That was my first thought. Nah. My first thought was like, oh shit, should we get out and help him? But like,
second thought.
But the person was like, no, like gas. Like no, and we saw the water running down. I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking gas, and you could smell it. I'm like, that's petrol. But yeah, and we saw at one of the stops, we saw this girl. She like scraped her whole leg, and it was bad. It looked bad, and then we were like, oh shit. Meanwhile, our friend and me were going the fastest we've ever been on the thing, going like 110. We see this lady, like her whole leg's going like cut up, and we asked like, how fast were you like going or something like that? And she was like, oh, maybe like 20-30 kilometers away. Oh no! We're gonna die, dude. We're gonna die.
No, like honestly, like have fun, do what you want to do, but 110 kilometers, you're gonna die. 100%.
Yeah.
On the bike,
it was like roads like these.
You're 100% dead.
But most of the time, it was like mud like this, and you'd be driving through. And I'm like, dude, slow down, slow. Like I would say slow down. He's like, no, and he'd like go for it, and I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, yeah. But some of these videos were really long, but it's just because
give people context into what's going on.
So you just like, I had a speaker on the side of my like hip, and I was just playing music with my guy, and he liked it for the first day, I don't think he liked it that much of the second day, and then the third day it was over it, so I put headphones in.
I feel like the true freedom of this trip, though, would be to have no guides, just to be driving the bike yourself with the boys. I
mean, yeah.
I know it adds another element
Yeah.
to it, and it becomes so much more like, sketchy in your own right because now you're responsible for your own life. But at the same time, that's probably better as well in a lot of aspects. So. Okay, so apart from the hijacking loop, were there any other like super sketchy nights or just like crazy party nights where you didn't think you could make it home?
Well, I went out a couple of nights by myself in Hanoi. There was a photo there that there was me at a club. I got really drunk by myself because all the guys were really tired. So I went out by myself. Yeah, it's this one. And I went around to everyone and took photos with everyone. This guy, I didn't know his name at all. He was giving me his drink and everything like that, bro. I just got a photo with him and I fucking put it on my, I put it on like my Instagram story or something like that. And he was a funny guy. I was chilling out with him pretty much the whole night, with the other couple of people as well. Cause I went out 2 nights by myself. There was one I was playing Uno with a couple of girls downstairs in the lobby. And we're going to here. And I'm like, I might as well like tag along. All my guys are sleeping anyway. So like, I don't have to watch out for them. So I just got to watch out for myself. So I would just go and do this stuff. And this was the silliest thing. I have more photos, but like, I don't think I sent them all to Carl because this is my funniest one. This is my funniest one. Like this guy was a crackhead that night. And we had a stripper pole and he was on the stripper pole, like throwing it down. And everybody's like, oh, shit. And he's like climbing up and he's like throwing it back. And I'm like, yeah, this guy's got some moves, but like, damn, no teeth.
Makes him better, right?
No teeth. I feel kind of bad putting him on. Carl, maybe get him off.
Yeah. Like,
even though you're gonna find it. Even though you're gonna find it, but dude, go on.
He's watching the clip of this, bro. Fucking in Vietnam.
Fuck, dude. Okay. What do you want to talk about now?
Well, we should talk about other trips while we're on it because we did Everest Base Camp.
I would
together.
like to talk about Everest because Everest was the big thing, and I keep forgetting about it.
All right.
And I want you to lead the conversation.
Okay, I'll lead the conversation. I got the map right here. I got the map. Bro,
Okay.
the audience just got blasted, mate.
Yeah, fine. Okay, we're going back in. We're going back into it like now.
Yeah.
Alright?
We're back, baby.
We're back.
You seen this map before, baby?
How are they supposed to see that, dude?
We're seeing it though. You want to do Everest from the start?
Alright, we'll do Everest from the start. You lead. No. How about we lead into how we came across the idea?
You're so right.
Okay, let's start from the very beginning. Okay.
In
for
that
me,
case, you have to start because you thought of Everest before I ever did.
But we both thought of Everest because you know why? So back in high school for both of us, in year 8 we started geography, and our teacher, should we mention her name? Should we say her name?
No. But one of our teachers.
One of our teachers, which we both had, Ethan had her first, and the main topic they talked about the whole time was Mount Everest. We learned all about Mount Everest. Well, Ethan learned all about Mount Everest. Then I got the same teacher again, in 2018. So that's when I did year 8. And we talked about Mount Everest. And then I fell in love with Mount Everest. Wanted to climb it when I was younger because I was like, I bet you I'll be like so cool if I climb it, like I won't die, I won't do all that stuff. Then I grew older and I was like, yeah, damn, that thing has taken that I don't know the stats on it. Maybe Carl can look it up, but it takes about, I think, 300 lives every year, Mount Everest.
That's a lot.
I think it took 360 lives last year. I think. I could be wrong.
Look that up.
I could be very wrong. I could be very off. But I swear I heard a stat saying that the other day because Mount Everest pops into my feed all the time.
They got you.
And it was that. It could be like an AI thing, and it could be hey. But like I've seen a bunch of clips that we shouldn't talk about, but they're out there in the world. Unfortunately, like shit happens. Like people freeze and die.
Dude,
and
you see people with their walking poles come up to like a full frozen
And
dead
poke
guy
it.
and just poke him and move his head back and forth. It's insane.
Mhm.
Like to die up there would just be
It was so.
such a crazy way.
But
to
it'd be the coolest way to go.
Nah, it'd suck.
No, because here's
You'd be
why.
freaking out.
You'd be freaking out, but at least you're dying in a cool spot. That's what I think. Imagine could die in a
not as-
retirement home. That's it. Like,
it's not as bad as other like tragic sudden deaths. Like it's not as bad as getting like torn apart by a crocodile. But
oh, why'd you bring that up?
why?
I hate crocs, bro. I hate crocs. Bro, those things are scary.
That is
eh?
way worse.
Bro,
That's
those
way
things are
worse.
scary.
Yeah,
Dude.
that is way worse than freezing to death. Freezing to death.
Hey, look.
We've all been cold before.
Oh,
All right, here we go. Okay, general average around 4 to 10 climbers die on Mount Everest each year.
that can't be right.
What's the most deaths they've had in a single year?
Yeah, yeah. Look at that.
18.
No.
2023 was a record-setting 18 people lost their lives, making it the deadliest season to date. The year has seen a notable toll so far, only 5 fatalities for the climbing season. Because the climbing season is the climbing season
Record,
still
bro.
happening now? Because so I think so. Because they do it in their summer, whereas we went in winter, which was in December.
Oh, my fact was fucking way off.
Mate, our teacher taught us nothing.
No, well, I didn't learn that fact. I didn't learn that fact from her. I learned that fact from Instagram the other day. Fucking so shit. Anyway, okay. So basically, our teacher put that in our brains, like Mount
100%,
Everest.
100%.
We learned everything about Mount Everest. We watched like movies on it too, like climbers climbing up it. We watched there was a famous movie that we also watched as well. It was like based off a true story, and they had like actors and stuff. But anyway, it freaked me out in one of the one of like mid scenes where the guys on the mountain, they're in like a storm, and they can't climb down, and they're like hugging each other for warmth or something like that, or like hiding in like a little like spot where there's no wind, and the guy starts taking off all his clothes and everything like that, and just walks straight off the cliff. Like they got the video of it, like of course for like cinematographic video, but like he just walks straight off the cliff.
I've heard
And, like,
stories of this too.
like they get like the hypothermia gets to them, and they just think they're really hot, and they get really delirious, so they start taking up all their clothes and stuff like that, and they just die because it's not cold, it's not hot, it's just freaking freezing cold, but your brain doesn't know what.
the altitude does
Like
crazy
altitude
stuff
does
to you.
fuck you over.
and
like,
it
and-
messes with your psyche too.
Mm-hmm.
Like these people genuinely go insane and start doing crazy things.
Exactly.
Like, there was a case, I read a case the other day where the dad was just like unpacking the tent or something, and they were like level 5, and his son just literally just got up and just like walked straight off the ledge.
Yeah,
It's insane.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
it's common. It's common.
and
it's
it's
very
actually
common.
insane. People don't even know about it.
But it's common.
We didn't do any crazy.
We didn't do anything
But,
like
okay,
that.
let's get back onto our motivation for the trip.
Okay. So year 8, Miss Thingy. I always said her name.
Maybe write that down too,
Miss
Carl.
Thingy.
Write that down.
Miss Thingy.
Oh.
But
our teacher got us into it.
our teacher got us into it. So that was the main like thing we got away
Yeah,
from it.
yeah,
And then moving on, like 6 years later,
yeah.
like when
No, no. Now talk about how, you know, after COVID, like 2021, 2022, you were trying to con dad into doing it.
Oh no, I was trying to con dad into it maybe around like after high school, like maybe
When was that?
2022.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I said.
2023. Sorry.
2023. Okay.
No, you said 2020 to 2021. That's you.
Okay.
You finished high school around 20.
Sure.
Yeah. Did you say that?
Yeah.
Did you say those time dates?
I said 2021, 2022 when you were mentioning it to dad.
Okay.
And trying to get him to go.
No, I
And then-
mentioned it to dad. You to 2023.
Okay. Well, yeah. You just corrected me. I
Well,
know.
yeah, I corrected you. Yeah.
Fuck, shut up.
I'm just winging it. So in 2023, I wanted my dad to come with me and do it, but I did also scare him off. I have this thing where I scare people off a lot, and I was telling him about like, yeah, you're gonna like go insane.
You're gonna die.
Like you're gonna go insane. Like you lose your mind. Because a lot of people in their old age, it's not recommended for them to do the climb because doing that intense thing because they could I can't remember the risks that I found, but I think they were probably like fake risks. Like I probably said to him like dementia or something like some crazy stuff. That probably isn't true. Like now he probably debunked that, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm not doing it." That's what he said to me, and I was like, "Okay." Then a year later, your mate Riley, there's another Riley. Yeah, I know. Riley Felton. He's gonna come on here one time, and we're gonna discuss this whole like thing.
The
'Cause
three of you will come.
the three of us. So the three of us. Well, he's family, bro. He's family. He's family. He saved my life. I saved his life. You know.
Tell that story. Bro.
So he wanted to do Mount Everest with you, and you told mum, and mum was like, oh, "You better take your brother." So I come along,
And it was a lot of fun.
and it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was a lot like very scary, and I was worried about you because out of me and Riley, I was probably the best one, the healthiest one. Or would you say Riley was?
What do you mean in terms of like who was going to complete it?
No, like out of like I didn't get sick at all. Like right.
Oh, when we were actually doing the
Yeah,
trip.
when we were actually
Oh,
doing the
okay,
trip,
okay.
like you got sick the most.
No, remember Riley was really sick at the end?
Oh yeah, but that was the
Yeah,
end
yeah,
of the
yeah,
like
yeah.
the but like
I
you
was sick at the start because, like, okay, so we'll take people through.
Okay, fine.
We land, so we spent like 2-3 days in Kathmandu with the boys.
Oh, that was fun.
Right, which was a bunch of fun.
Yeah, you lead this because you're better at leading this.
Oh, we're just talking.
I'm trying to spectate, you know. I'm like trying to remember. Like I was about to close my eyes and be like, oh yeah,
Take me-
Fluke Hostel, Fluke
It was
Hostel.
Flock Hostel.
Oh, Flock Hostel.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, this is why I can't tell it. Flock Hostel, and we're eating the sausage and eggs. 2 of them. We're getting like what 3 meals?
Oh, remember
Because
we
it was
get the
free.
breakfast?
You'd say it's free.
It was
free
like
food, mate.
$3 for like eggs, bacon,
Oh.
sausages, avocado. It was amazing, and it was like $3.80 or
And
something.
then you get the pancakes as well, and you're like,
Dude, we'd come out of there and it'd be like $15.
So
We both had a
yummy.
full breakfast.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Kathmandu was insane. We spent 3 days there. Then we flew to Lukla, which is the deadliest airport in the world. A whole bunch of people have died trying to land at this airport. 2,000.
Oh, I actually have a video. I have a photo of Lukla.
Hit it.
Hit it,
Pull it up.
because this airport that we flew into is scary as. What is that? Stop.
That's photos from the other episodes.
Yeah.
That's Bobby,
Bro.
mate.
It's gonna be scrolled. Yeah, huh?
Dude, we
There you go. There you go. This is a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun now. That was the airport. I don't know if any people can see that, but that was the airport that we flew into. So you were flying, and by the way, this plane ride was the scariest plane ride
so
I have
sketch.
ever been on.
We're on a plane like,
And
just so we get out.
and it's like we had this aircraft here. This was the small little aircraft that we had, and it had to fly into there. And we're like fucking like going like this, like. Like, that's what it was in midair. And like the plane would go like this and that, and you're like,
No,
oh,
dude, it felt like when the plane was tipping like this, it felt like we were literally going to do a barrel roll.
yeah.
Like the plane would be at a medium and the wind would be hitting it so hard that it would literally just be like, like
Yeah.
going, and it just flipped. Dude, that's what it felt like. It felt like we were just battling that the whole time. Oh my goodness. And this photo makes it look more legit than it was. Like,
Yeah.
because that plane is like a
So
little
this
nugget
is-
of a thing.
So this is the airport that we flew into, called Lukla. That's what Ethan was describing. So, and as I said, it was the sketchiest plane ride. And also, you see like the Himalayas while flying through.
I know,
So it's
it's
even more terrifying because you see all these sharp, jagged mountains that you've never like seen anything like it before. And you're looking at these little windows. Like I remember I was sitting next to Riley. And I'm like, when the plane would shake or move, I'd like grab his leg. I'd be like, oh, and he was like, hold my hand the whole time. He was like, because I don't like flying. I don't like heights, guys. I just can't deal with that shit. So I was like, oh, please, pray God. Like, bye. But like at the same time, the plane was like, we're all like shaking like this. And our guide, oh, he was great. Like he was like, "No, this normally happens. In, like, you'll be fine." We're like, "You sure?" We're like, "No." But it was scary flying in, because it's like this weird long ass ramp. Like you would remember it too.
Yeah.
Like
You
you
can
like
see
yeah, well you can see it. Yeah, but like it was such a cool airport to like explore. That's when we took the photo and everything like that. But like look at it. Oh, it's amazing. I had a video of it like flying out, but I'm not going to show that. I don't think I have it on his laptop anyway, but it's just way too long. But it's just crazy seeing it like just disappear behind those mountains. You know what I mean? And you're just like, oh, yeah. We're stuck here for 14 like long days. And we're like, oh, this is going to be easy. This is going to be easy. We're like, like the coldest we have ever been. Okay, so we land in Lukla. So where do we go from there? We started the trek.
Okay. So
You might have to
follow the
explain a little
map.
bit.
No, well, we both got to figure this out
'Cause-
because I don't even know.
Yeah. it's-
So, okay.
I think that was day one of our trek.
Remember, from Lukla, we're in Fuck Thing. Remember, we're in Fuck Thing first night.
By the way, guys, we are looking at a map of
Yeah,
the
we've got this
Himalayas.
giant map in front of us.
I know you
Sure
guys
they
can't
saw
see
that.
that, but yeah.
I'm sure they can.
So it was Fuck Thing.
Yeah,
Fuck Thing. Okay.
This map is super helpful when it comes to remembering this trip because it was like
Yeah.
hard yakka, bro. It was tough.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, first night in Fuck Thing,
Yep.
2,610 meters above sea level.
Yeah.
All is well.
All is well.
All is well.
All is well. We had protein snacks. We were munching down beef jerky, the salami sticks, the protein cookies, and we were like, "This is good. This is easy. This is easy."
We didn't know what was coming up.
We didn't know what was coming.
I didn't know what was coming up.
A storm was brewing in our bellies.
Namche Bazaar. First night.
Namche
Okay, so remember.
Bazaar.
So listen to this. Listen to this. From Fuck Thing, 2,610 meters above sea level.
Yeah.
To Namche Bazaar is 3,440 meters above sea level. So that's a 600-meter net climb,
Yeah.
essentially. And Namche is the biggest, like, little village town that is.
It was a beautiful
Sagarmatha
town.
National Park.
It was a beautiful town. Yeah, it was a really nice town. I remember I got beads from that. We stayed there, I think, 2 days actually.
Yeah, Namche was
acclimatized.
awesome. The first day we got there, I was absolutely fine, right?
Yeah.
And then remember we had the meals, and remember what I got after the meal?
Oh,
Deep fried
Mars bar,
Bro, I wake
which was, by the way, probably like 6 months expired. Like, because food is very hard to get to these areas. Most of it's either by
Bro, check
helicopter.
that photo. I look
Yeah.
like a fucking man. In
Carl was pulling up some photos that I sent to his laptop. Yeah, I think that might have been actually day one because that's when you look good. That's when you look fine.
I literally just pissed. I know. I remember.
Yeah,
this
I know. Yeah, we just pissed. Yeah.
I remember that. That's fucking.
Yeah.
But so I wake up maybe like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, right? In Namche Bazaar, right? My stomach is dying. I go to shit.
Meanwhile, I'm snoring my head off in that like little thing.
In our sleeping bag.
In our sleeping bag.
negative 30 degree sleeping
Oh.
bag, right?
And it was
waking
cold.
waking up at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. to people listening at home, they might not think that's that bad, right? But when it's minus 30, minus 40 degrees, it is different level. Like I was freezing so much that I would literally be like naked on the toilet, terrible diarrhea, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, right? This is actually disgusting. But my feet were getting frozen to the tiles and they were getting stuck, and I was literally stuck on the toilet like this. Okay, I get back in bed. I try and sleep for a little bit. Maybe I sleep for a little bit. It's 5 o'clock. My stomach is still brewing. I feel a fart coming on. I try and roll over. Shit my pants. And I'm like, fuck. God. And I look at Riley and Riley's like, just completely snoring, passed out. Because Riley's sleeping like a baby. Anyway. Get up, sort all that out, throw the undies in the bin, right? Riley wakes up like 6. I get no sleep. I'm just awake, just upset.
Right, I had a good sleep because it was nice and cold. And I was
Riley
like,
wakes up, sits up, looks in the bin, and he goes, "I don't got undies, mate."
And you go like this. By the way, just don't look under my bed. But it's just my undies. I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And he's like, I've had an accident.
No, I just told you plain simple.
Did you plain simple?
I
Like, sorry.
shit myself, bro.
Yeah,
It's
you probably would have told me like straight up. Yeah.
As soon as you woke up, because I was like, it might smell in here. I tried my absolute best to make sure it didn't.
Yeah.
Bro, there was nothing I could do. I was dying. And then literally that day, I was so dehydrated. I woke up and I was like, look, maybe it's out of my system and maybe I'm going to be okay. I get to breakfast. I remember we ordered breakfast the night before.
Yeah.
Right? I was feeling great the night before.
Yeah.
I did deep fried Mars bar. I was G'd up. Right? So I get to breakfast and I got a full breakfast. I got like, like big rice thing, big veggie curry,
Yeah.
something like that. And then I get to breakfast. I can't eat a thing. I'm dying. I'm still cooked. Right? And so I start trying to shovel some food down, get some water down. I go throw up first time. It isn't that bad. Go throw up the second time. Everything came out. And then...
And meanwhile, Raj is coming over to us like, how'd you sleep?
And I was like, Raj, I'm good, I'm fine. I'm
And we had to answer those sheets. Remember those sheets?
Yeah.
And
they made us sign contracts
they-
every day.
They would also test our blood oxygen level, which was really cool. Sure, the device might have been like, but like it's cool to know. Like they're trying their best. You know what I mean? Like they're trying their best to look after each other.
Yeah, but people can get legitimately sick.
Oh yeah, which
At
we'll get
Namche-
into.
At Namche, it's not necessarily that high. I'd obviously just like the deep fried Mars bar was bad. My dinner last night was bad.
I had the best.
The water was bad.
This was the
whatever.
only shower I had in the whole trip.
Mm.
You didn't have a shower the entire time.
No, I didn't have a shower the whole
You didn't
time.
shower or brush your teeth the entire
It's
14
actually
days.
cooked, but I did not brush my teeth or shower
Yeah.
for like.
Look, guys, it sounds disgusting,
It
but
sounds gross, but when you're actually in it, going around,
it is that cold that you don't want to leave the room.
the water at nighttime
Is
is frozen.
Frozen, yeah.
You can't do anything.
You have
about
to.
it.
You literally have to get the.
And during the day, you're walking.
You literally have to like get in the toilet and just like fucking kick the ice to break
Like
it.
honestly,
You know
how
what I
many
mean?
times did you brush your teeth? Like only a handful of times.
It was hard to because
hard.
we're leaving really early in the morning,
And I was like, look,
and like I gotta pack this bag and give it to the Sherpa.
and the
You know what I
thing is,
mean?
We're not eating any sugars. We're not eating any
No.
processed food. We're literally just eating rice and drinking
Just
water.
off the land,
So
like
my teeth weren't getting furry
Yeah.
or anything like that. So I was like, look, I'm not freezing my ass off in that bathroom with my feet sticking to the floor.
But I had the worst because that was the only time I showered in Namchain Bazaar. And then people started telling me, hey, your brother stinks.
No, that's not true. No. Alright, back on the story. So I woke up that day. I'm dead. I vomited
Okay,
everywhere.
we're back to
But
it.
that day was an acclimatization day.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
Because we were so the whole point of an acclimatization day and the way you acclimatize to going such high altitudes is you hike up during the day and then sleep low at night.
Yep.
So we got to Namche Bazaar, which was 3,440 meters above sea level,
Mhm.
and then from there I was able to hold on. We were able to do an acclimatization hike. It's good. Oh, it worked. Oh, let's get this off. It's good. Oh, okay. What do you call it?
Sorry, I just see him like slowly.
Like, really,
I'm like, what are you
Okay, so
doing?
3,000 is
Sorry, Carl. Alright, back to it. Namche Bazaar.
Okay, so we were looking at Namche Bazaar. What was I talking about?
You're talking about the climatization
Oh
period.
yeah, the whole point of the acclimatization is to go high, sleep low. And in Namche Bazaar, that's exactly what we're doing. So we wake up this morning and we're hiking up maybe like 300, 400, 500 meters
Yeah.
elevation to this hill where we're gonna have lunch, chill out for a little bit,
Mate,
and
I
just
know
have
where
a
you
good
get-
time, and then come down and we'll sleep low. And then the next day we were moving on to Dingboshe, maybe.
Was it Dingboshe? No, it
Oh
wasn't
no, it was,
Dingboshe.
was it Port Said?
Oh,
Wait, where's Dingboshe? Dingboshe's here. It wasn't that far.
no, what?
Pangboshe. Must have been.
No, it wasn't Paintboshe.
No, it must have been this way, mate. It had to be.
Where's base camp? Sorry, guys, we're confused.
No, it's here.
I think you're blocking my camera angle, mate.
Base camp's here.
Is it? We're a little lost in the map, guys.
Base camp.
Was it? Okay, no, it must
Base
have been.
camp, look, Everest
No,
Base Camp trek.
No,
look.
no, it was Dingboshe. It was Dingboshe. Yeah, it was Dingboshe. So you're right. It is Dingboshe.
No, that's not. That's the Boshe. That's not. Dingboshe's up here, bro.
Okay, so then we did one of these towns first.
No,
And we stayed there for one night.
We did pre-trail on the way home. We did Pangboshe.
Is
Oh,
it on?
Riley, come on, mate. You gotta switch on, bro.
Is that on?
Oh, that's fine.
It's good.
I was actually gonna
Oh, straighten it up.
yeah, but then tilt it down so you can see what you're doing.
Oh,
I
understand what's
Yeah,
going
because it
on.
could be a really good shot.
You're right. You're right.
But, and I was just gonna hold it for a bit.
You hold it, Riley.
I don't know if I can.
All right.
I'm scared of the whole
Because-
camera
because
just doing
all
it.
you have to do is pick it up from the back, and then it'll stay in the same spot.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
How's it look? How's it look?
That's
How
not
does
bad.
it-
I can kind of see it, but you have to move the map a little bit to where you're focusing on.
Okay.
So lift it up a little bit higher, surely.
No, that's good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
That's
It's
good.
seeing the whole map.
Okay.
So you can see the whole thing. All right, sick. We got a new angle of the map. So we're
Okay.
discussing. Okay, so to give people context at home, Luke was here.
Luke was
Right,
here.
we've done a
We've-
night in Fuck Ding. Now we've moved on to
Gone to
Namche
Namche.
Bazaar, where we've done our 2 nights. Right, that
Yeah.
second acclimatization
Yeah.
day. You saw me on that hike. I almost died. I was literally almost dying, but made it out of there alive. And then from there, I was.
I think
absolutely fine.
it was around here somewhere that we stayed for one night. It was a shitty place. It wasn't like
It might have been Tang. I think it
I-
was Tangboshe.
it might have been Tangboshe.
So then we went Tangboshe for one night, and then we were at Dingboshe. Tangboshe
Yep.
for people at home.
Go
What
back.
do we got to do? We got to go back. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go, here we go.
Okay, so
All right.
okay, so
So from Namche Bazaar, we're now in Tangboshe,
Tangboshe.
which is what's that? 3,860 meters above sea level.
yeah.
Pretty easy, chill day.
Look at those contour lines on those. Look how close they are.
I know.
That's
That's the
how-
thing. We were
that's-
just in crazy valleys.
That's
the
how
whole time.
crazy it is, and that's how like deep it was. Like,
And then from there, we were all the way into Dingboshe up here, which is 4,410 meters above sea level.
Yeah.
So now we're into like day 5, 6 of the trip.
Ding.
'Cause-
So Dingboshe was where I had my first scare.
Yeah, because I was fine by Deng Bosch.
You were fine by Deng Boshe, but when we the next day for our acclimatization, I was coughing up blood.
Mm.
That was the scariest thing that I've ever witnessed in my life. I was coughing up blood, and I was like, "Oh, like going out my gut, like, am I okay? Am I okay?" And they're like, "No, no, no." Meanwhile, there was a guy that in Dingboshe where we were, he was sick as, and he was vomiting blood and all that stuff. And when I started coughing up blood, I was like, "Oh shit, am I on his level?" That guy that I was telling you guys about that was just vomiting up blood, he had to fly out early. You remember? Like, he had to fly out early from Dingboshe all the way back home, which is about what, like $2,000 USD
I
to
think
get flown out.
it was like $5,000.
Okay.
5,000.
So him and his
dad.
so his dad and his son. So
Yeah.
his son was the
So
one
there
that
was a
there.
okay.
You want to
we'll
explain
tell
it
the
more?
full
Yeah.
story, I guess. We went with a group of 14 people.
Yep.
There was a kid who was 19 years old and his dad who was maybe like 45, 50 who had done it before.
But didn't make it.
Yeah,
he didn't make it.
Right?
Which-
and then so his son gets super sick at Dingboshe. Apparently at Dingboshe they actually had like a small little hospital set up and they took his vitals and stuff and he was no good.
Because he had a shower at this other spot.
Yeah,
It
that's the rumors, right? I don't know
Yeah,
if
but he
that's
had
true.
a shower which wasn't really supposed to be. You're supposed to do.
Because at a certain level, apparently, because it's so cold where we are, if you have a shower at night or something,
Because you're jumping into a hot place and then going right back into like freezing
cold
like,
environment,
really
and it
cold
can
environment.
stun your
and
immune
it can
system.
it can really think.
And
That was
apparently that's what happened to him.
that was the place that had the really good potatoes. Remember that? We got hot fried chips that night, and then I was sleeping on the couch.
Yeah,
And then Riley comes up and farts in my face. Remember that? This is why we need Riley on.
You were snoring so
I was like,
loud on that
this-
couch.
You remember when we still be like, bro, imagine if I like pulled down my pants and no shake. But okay. So, yeah.
So we're in Dingboshe.
Dingboshe.
Donnie's just got a helicopter
just
out.
flown out.
Yeah,
Like,
we
he-
just watched them fly out.
And
no, well, actually, you know what was actually even more crazy? Because at this whole kind of like, I know I had some diarrhea in Namche, but we were more or less chilling the whole trip. Like, we were like, we're going to be
it was
fine.
those protein cookies.
Nah.
I have never touched one again. Do not get the protein cookies from Woolies. I can't remember their names, like Lenny or Mister. Like, don't touch it, bro. They're gonna send you to the toilet, bro. They are the worst thing for protein. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Send those to Dagestan. Get out of there. But they were the ones that put me in the
They
pit.
put you over
They
the
put me in
edge,
the
mate.
pit. But back to Dingboshe.
No, but when the trip got real for us is when we saw that 19-year-old like go down
Yeah,
while we were
yeah, yeah.
walking.
We were
like, we were
terrified.
just like walking. We weren't. I wouldn't say I was terrified, but we were just like. Walking.
I was more terrified.
Well, he was just walking. All of a sudden, he's just on the ground, and we're just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
is he like chill or not?" And no.
And the guy was like, "No, no, 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 take it back, take it back." And they were testing his vitals. Of course, they didn't do that, but I was just making a joke. But anyway, they
In
like,
Dingboshe, we had another acclimatization day as well because remember,
yeah, that's when we were hiking up to the mountain.
Because that's the thing.
And-
the first day in Dingboshe is the day we lost those two people.
Yeah. And you remember that
And then-
morning? You remember that morning? They were like saying, "Oh, do you guys want to do like a sunrise, like walk up to the mountain?" To the climb station? I'll just do it, and we're like, nah, we're not getting up because it's that cold, and you do not want to wake up.
Seeing that
That-
lady.
I was about to go on that thing. We were walking up during the day, and the lady's coming back from the sunrise.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
that, sunset.
sunrise.
Sunset. Sorry, sunrise, and she was walking down, and she looked bad, and
She looks like she's
it
gonna
was
die.
it was like this, and you're like, what the fuck, like shit, bro. Like this lady's like, oh, it's like, oh no, and we're like, oh no. Luckily we didn't do the sunrise one because it must have been shit for her. But it would have been a like cool experience to look back on and be like, oh, I saw that. You know what I mean? Like I saw that sunrise over the valley. But
She looked like she was gonna
she
die.
looked like she was gonna die.
and
yeah.
she went on, and then they had to get the horse.
Oh.
Remember, we saw her on the horse, and she looked
got
even
on
worse.
the horse. I was like, bro, what? Get a
'Cause we
horse.
saw
You
her
must just go home.
we saw her that morning doing the sunrise,
Yeah.
and we saw her and we were like, she needs to get the helicopter back just like these other two guys,
Yeah.
right? And we were like, she can't continue. And then we got to the next place from Dingboshe. Where did we get to? We
Dingboshe.
get to
It was Lumbushe. It was Lumbushe. It's something else.
Lumbushe. Yeah, I think
It was Lumbushe.
Yeah, you're right, Lumbushe.
Because then we went from Lumbushe to Goroshe.
Yeah, you're right.
Lumbushe.
You're right. You're right.
So Lumbushe, and that's where we saw the lady.
Yeah, and we saw her again
And we
on the
saw her again
horse.
on the horse.
And that's when she started dying. I reckon was. Is this where we saw the high school teachers and stuff
Yes.
in Lombushe? Remember? So
Okay,
So
yeah, go on to that.
From Dingboshe to Lombushe is another 500 meters elevation. So now you're at 4,910 meters. This is where people start wigging out.
Yeah,
this is where people
This
start.
is where you lose your mind. Like this is where
Not
you...
100%, but you definitely lose your breath.
Yeah.
You lose your
Well,
breath.
I remember losing my
Ah,
breath.
And so
yeah.
we get to this place where knackered, spend 8 hours of hiking every single day for like 8-9 days now. We're about to make it to Gorakshep and then to Everest Base Camp. And there are these kids in the tea house. These kids who are like 14, 15, 16 years old. Who are
From
in high school.
Australia,
Yeah,
you know, from Melbourne.
I
Melbourne.
think the teacher literally told me they were from Melbourne High School. I know that sounds really generic.
They
but
were,
I'm
no,
sure
they
they're-
were. I was right
No,
next to you.
I know. No, I know.
I was right
I'm
next to you.
selling for the audience, bro.
I was right next
No,
to you.
because
Well,
Melbourne,
come on.
no, because Melbourne High School sounds made up, dude.
Yeah.
No. But
Well,
the
it was
guy
somewhere.
told
It
me-
was somewhere in Victoria. I remember him saying Melbourne. But
He might
anyway,
not have
keep
even
going.
told me the truth. He might have just been saying Melbourne High School just so I could leave him alone. Right, because we were being. Anyway, so we're.
So what are you doing?
No. So we talked to the teachers and they seemed like nice guys and they were going through a touring company as well and it all seemed well set up. But our guide Raj, who was a great guy,
Oh, great guy.
great
guy. Follow him on Instagram.
great
Shout out
guy,
Raj.
but
Shout out
great
Instagram.
guide as well.
He is
He was
guide.
very switched on to these type of things. He saw one of the kids at dinner not eating properly, sweating a little bit, cold in the like all bleak in the face, and he pointed out to the teachers and to the other guides that were running the
Yeah.
high school camp as well. Hey, this kid's no good. Keep an eye on him. Next thing you know, they leave him to go to bed. It's 1 o'clock. He wakes up in the middle of the night and he's in such bad condition. They had to carry him back down to Dingboshe in the middle of the night at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
And the reason
people
why-
don't know this, that is literally a
Freezing.
death sentence.
It is freezing. So cold. Like
If you don't know
minus-
what you're doing,
like
it's
what
a death
mine.
sentence.
How cold do you think it is? It's negative something.
At 1 o'clock in the morning, it's like minus like 40, minus 50
Yeah,
degrees.
it's-
In 5,000 meters above sea
it's
level.
that cold.
This is like, we're getting to the pointy
it's that
ends
cold.
now, right? And you're walking down 500 meters, right? But well, you're walking down in elevation 500
Yeah.
meters, sorry, but it's kilometers
And you're carrying
long.
a kid on your back. These Sherpas are built for that. But like they like walk into
Six
the
of
middle
them,
of the night.
six of them literally carried him like
Minus
this.
40, like 40 degrees. We'll say minus 40, but it's cold enough to be like you might
You're
die.
gonna die.
You might die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Sorry. You're gonna die. But the reason why they had to do that is because that is the only place that that is the last town that you can get flown out of, Dingboshe, because that was the last point you can get flown out of. Remember that?
The helicopters.
Yeah, the helicopters. Yeah.
Are you sure? I swear we
Yeah.
saw helicopters closer to. I swear we saw helicopters in
Well,
Gorak.
that's what Raj said, but you remember now I'm thinking about it. Gorak,
Remember-
there was
a helicopter
that flew
landing.
around,
Yeah.
He did the Maverick move.
Maybe it's like super expensive up to those areas.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
And then
like,
and our guide was like, no.
nah, we're just gonna walk you back to Dingboshe because it's gonna be cheaper.
Imagine walking through. Imagine being that, doing that.
That kid would be like, he's got no nose. It just throws off.
But he got no.
He's got no feet,
He got no-
no toes.
No toes, bro. No feet, no nose. Send him the dogs.
Why?
Grappling.
His dexterity on the mat would be no good because he got no toes, dude. He wouldn't. He'd be no
arms, bro.
He'd have to be all arms.
It would have been a gruesome.
Old front jokes, dude. Okay, so we're at Lomboshe. Then from there, from Lomboshe, we actually just hiked all the way to Everest Base Camp. Remember?
No. Gorakshep.
No, you don't remember?
No. Do you remember? You know.
Yeah,
Laura. Okay, we went there.
yeah,
Then we went Gorakshep.
yeah,
Put our bags. There,
yeah. For lunch. And then we went all the way.
to Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Now Mount Everest Base Camp. Very underwhelming.
Underwhelming.
Very underwhelming. I have photos on the computer,
Alright,
and the reason why
try
is
and pull this
because
up.
they spray painted the main rock, like with all these graffitis. Like they had there's this meaning in
George.
yeah, there you go. That was
That was
one
on
of-
like maybe day 5 or 6. Remember that?
that was closer to about probably like this area.
Yeah, this was like Dingboshe sort of days. You're
probably,
right.
Yeah. So
That's an
when
amazing
the-
photo.
Yeah, that's why I got the good phone. That's why I got a new phone for it because
It makes a lot of sense, to
Like,
be
look at
honest.
that. Like, I'm gonna
It makes
frame
a
that
lot
in
of
my room.
sense.
You know.
But okay, keep running. Let's see if we can get to what we were talking about. This base camp photo with these rocks, Carl.
Yeah, I think there was one with the graffiti on it. Yeah.
Easy money.
Oh, so that was the one where we met the.
Oh, so
Melbourne
that's it.
kids.
Yeah, so that's in Lombochet. So that was
That's in Longboat.
insane,
So
bro.
we saw the sunset there as well. That was
Look
quite
at that.
nice.
That was
Yeah,
insane.
and that's our other mate Riley.
Yeah,
And that's
that's the boy.
me growing out my beard. That jacket I actually should have bought. Should have bought that jacket.
I told you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because I hired it and I was like, you know what, I can't afford to buy it, but I should have just bought it.
It was
But
actually like 30
you remember
bucks.
the fluff? The fluff kept coming out.
yeah.
And I was like,
There would be
damn.
no jacket left by the time you got home.
Sure, yeah, but it was a nice
But
jacket.
it is a
was
nice jacket. But okay, so we make it to base camp. Let's see if we can get this
Let's
photo
see if,
up.
yeah.
Because it, like, you know, there was some good ones.
Oh, there's a video. I don't know.
No, keep scrolling till we get to
Oh, that's us walking to base camp. You
Oh
play that.
yeah, true. This is the trail to base camp.
This
This
not
is the
that
cool
long,
video.
but it gives you like a vibe of what the like environment is like. That's me breathing, by the way.
You're literally just in this valley of mountains.
Like it did. Riley summarized it perfectly. It felt like you're walking on Mars.
You're so right.
Like that environment was, except for the little like water tank. that floated there. But like, look at that. Like
It feels like you're on another planet.
like yeah, unexplored territory.
Dude, it's insane.
Like it was mind-boggling that we did that. I keep forgetting about it. Like that's why I wanted to have this talk, because I love like
This place is so
'cause, like,
much fun.
yeah, because I'm like, damn, like I did this, motherfucker. I did this. Like, don't tell me otherwise. Like I went to base camp for 14 days with my brother, with my little brother. Yeah. But yeah, but okay, the base camp one. So this was during base camp, and we both had severe headaches that day, and I was also coughing up.
Yeah,
blood.
yeah.
I almost died.
You were
this day.
coughing up blood, and blood was coming out of my nose.
I almost died this day, and one of our mates almost died that we met. I won't mention his name, but you remember that ice that was covered in dirt,
Yeah, yeah.
and we were walking down the hill, and he slipped. We didn't have the clampers on, and he like slipped a little bit. He could have fallen off, and because it was just that like 200-meter drop down, like did nothing. Actually, we didn't know it was 200 meters. Like it's just into glaciers. He could be going like on and on, like till nothing. But there was another time when I was walking. You guys were all ahead of me, and I was like with another guide, because we had probably like what, 4 guides?
Yep.
4 guides with us.
Exactly.
Raj was our main one, and then we had like 4 other like helpers
Yep.
that would like help the other people and stay back.
Ganesh, Susan, and
Ganesh, Susan. Susan was funny as.
Susan was the guy.
Susan was funny as. Remember when he got that haircut and everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, that was so funny.
But oh fuck! I was about to say something else before that photo came up. Crap. Oh.
That's such a good photo too.
It is
that
such a
was
good photo.
That was on the trail to base
That was
camp
before
too.
we went to base camp.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
just before.
Okay. Before that, I almost slipped off myself on on ice and fell off.
Dude, I feel like that
because
literally almost happened every day.
There was a group of people like coming, like a bunch of people coming my way, and like I was like trying to like avoid them, like move out of the way to like make space. And there was ice there that was covered in dirt, and I didn't know. I thought it was just part of the dirt trail, and I just fucking slipped and almost like fell off the side. Like it was crazy. And I was like, oh fuck, that was crazy. But you remember the young family we saw?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
walking back, and they're like, "Oh, we just do this for our family." Thing. I'm like, "What?" These kids are like 10, like maybe 9 years old, like not that old.
No,
Like, not
no,
that
no.
old.
Literally, maybe like the kids might have been like 10 and 12.
Yeah, okay, fine, okay, we'll
Yeah.
say that. Yeah.
The oldest, like that would be the max. You know, it was insane.
Like they didn't look like they just like they looked like they
there
just
was-
got into high school.
There was so many times on the trail where you would just like one little step to your right or left,
You're dead.
300, 400
You're
meter
dead.
drop.
You're dying.
Yeah, you're done.
You're dead. You're going to see like God. God's green meat.
You're gonna go see the inside of some rocks.
Well, I don't know. You're just gonna keep falling. Like, does it just keep going on?
Just
Like,
keep falling forever.
like forever. Like
Dude.
like
Such a crazy way to go.
You
as
see a
well.
Yeti or something. Like,
Just before you
like,
die.
catch you, like,
Cooks-
put you in the spit.
Well, okay, that day,
guys, roasting you like this.
Yeti roast.
Yeti roast.
Speaking of mythical creatures, while we were there, I really wanted to try and see a snow leopard. There's like in this whole map, you have to
Oh.
think that this map is kilometers.
We
what is-
gave up on that.
Well, we
And
gave.
The reason why was because 1, they were rare, and 2, we woke up every morning and we were like, yeah, no, we're not getting out of bed.
Yeah, it's like minus 30, 40
It,
degrees.
it was
in the
that
morning.
cold that I woke up one morning and I said to you, "Did you leave the window open?" And you were like, "No, no, no." I'm like, "Dude, you left the window open." I sometimes like slobber in my street. I like sometimes
Drool in your sleep.
I sometimes
yeah,
drool in my
it
sleep.
happens.
And it sometimes happens. And I woke up to it being an icicle on my shoulder, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, "Did you leave the window open?" You're like, "No." And we argued for like maybe 20 minutes. Like, you fucking left the window open.
yeah. Because Riley went to bed first, and the window was open when he went to bed, right? And so I'm getting into bed. I shut the window, fall asleep. He wakes up, the window's shut, and he's like shaking me, and he's like, "Why'd you leave the window open? There's all this ice on me." And I'm like, "Bro, you're literally slobbering all over yourself, mate."
I was slobbering. I was like, those sleeping bags that we returned. So
Oh, dude, we weren't showering or anything.
No, I can't
We're
lie.
wearing like, dude, you're carrying almost all the gear on your back, right? Like you're wearing the same 2 or 3 sets of clothes the whole time. Like,
yeah, but, and that was when people were like, "Oh, well," they were telling you that I stank.
yeah, at the end, you were starting to stink.
But it was that cold that you just can't take off your clothes. You just
Well,
can't
you have
sleep.
to shower with baby wipes.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And I didn't shower with baby wipes till the very like close to the end.
You were just roughing it out, bro.
You weren't brushing your teeth.
I was
wasn't washing.
nah, yeah, but you have to. You
weren't brushing your teeth. I wasn't washing.
dude, you had to do the baby wipe.
Dude,
Because
it was
after
too cold.
one of those days, day 5 or 6, I was like, right, it's gotten bad, bro. You got to stop.
But you remember at Gorksha, you remember those runners, those North Face runners? Like,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were so better than us and everything like that. Remember that guy that shat himself in the toilet? You remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
They were so like they felt like they were so good, bro. This guy was like,
Stop
oh!
We never had a guest do that, shake the seat like that, bro. Blowing up the toilet.
Hey man, I'm always like charismatic. I gotta bring the energy.
No, you do. It's
It's funny. Bro.
nah, because there were these guys that were doing like trail runs, but they were running with
So, I
no
think
packs.
what they were doing was like they were like
But they were only running short
landscaping
distance.
the area. That's what their job.
No,
was.
they were just. It was like a sport to them.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
they were just
I was trying
running
to sound
around.
really smart.
They weren't like-
they were like navigators.
Nah.
They weren't Sherpas actually. You know, fuck, they were just white people just running around.
They were just running,
Yeah,
and I don't know if they thought they were better than us, but that one
They
guy
felt
did.
like they
himself.
were. They felt like
Remember, and then there was the 3 of them,
they
and
had
then
their
there-
real North Face gear where we had our fake North Face. Like, that's like how it happened.
I don't even remember what year they had. All I remember is after the guy in the group shat himself, they like outcast him. Like there was 4 of them, and then after one of the guys shit himself, he was like always running at the back, and he was always running like this, like he was gonna shit himself again.
Because when you're running and you get a shit, it is the worst feeling in the world.
Because they would run, stop, and then we would catch up to them, and then we'd see them again, and it was so funny. They like weren't talking to him and,
And
stuff.
And walking around here, you like there's no really like any toilets except for the ones that you have to pay for. Remember those? You had to pay like $10 or something like that for, or the squatters. And I was like, I'm not touching a squatter.
I was in the squad
You
all
were
the
squatter.
time.
You were squatter, but I don't train legs hard enough. Bro. I was scared I was gonna fall on my ass. Yeah, I don't do Carl leg days, bro. I just do like
I got-
just fall back.
I got good hip mobility.
Yeah. I can imagine you going like dude, hands down.
Hey.
Hands down, you open the door, like, oh, hey! It's like a yoga class.
Bro, you know it was so annoying too. You used to have the pack. Well, you'd have the pack on, and you'd have the toilet paper in there. So you're trying to like squat, hold on, roll the toilet paper all at the same time, and then like you like.
Riley, where's the baby wipes? I need the baby wipes.
It's so much. It's work when you're up there, and like you don't know what the quality of that number 2 is gonna be.
Oh, it's just you just
Well, you do know it's gonna be bad.
It's gonna
You
be
gonna
bad.
be,
It's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be.
bad.
You know it's gonna be unpredictable.
It's Dalma and like some other shit that you didn't eat.
Anyway, so base camp. Hold on, can we get this photo of base camp?
There was one more.
Surely.
It was us on a big rock. I don't know if
There
okay.
we
So that's
go.
our like. This is a base camp. There's actually a video of us. You remember dancing on ice?
Hold on, see
I
if
have
we
that
can
video
find
there
that.
too. But that
That's
was
us at base camp.
that was our serious face thing. But it was very underwhelming going to base camp. We were like, wow, like this is cool, but like
But it's just a rock.
it was just a rock.
Because there was no one there so for context, we did this in December, which is their winter, which is why it was so cold, especially at
but
night.
there was no one on the trail, so
It-
that was the best part.
Exactly. it's out of season
Yeah.
for them. But the good news is, if you do it in winter, it's clear skies. Like you look at all these photos that we've had. This isn't from one day of the trip. This is from
is the
all the day.
whole
It was
thing.
clear the whole time.
Like sometimes it would be engulfed in clouds. Remember that when we would,
but that was cool.
that was cool.
Like we just had the
That
best
was cool. Remember
experience.
there was one time we were walking down the hill and we started yelling.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it would
yeah.
echo. I'm so I kill everybody. Like sticks out. And echo would be like, what? You remember I did the sassy one, be like, what?
But dude, so
2 meters, like yell that out, and like there were people walking up. Yeah, we started yelling like crazy on that. But anyway, back to it. This was us at base camp, but this rock was covered in graffiti, and there was this like, I don't want to say it on the thing, but you know what I'm talking about, that logo that's
Nazi symbol.
yeah, there you
Like there's a whole bunch of swastikas.
go. Yeah,
on
but
there and
it
stuff like
means
that.
it means like peace or something in
Tibetan language.
yeah, Tibetan language. Because you remember in Kathmandu when he one of our mates bought the pendant, he's like, oh, look at
It
this,
has
that's
so many
crazy.
meanings.
It has a
that
meaning. I
It
can't
goes
remember the
all
meaning.
the way back to ancient times.
Yeah.
People literally used to chip that into cave
Yeah.
walls. That exact Nazi swastika symbol, and it's been around. So many cultures talk about it, and so many cultures interpret it as different things. Like in South America, there's talks of it being like a comet, or it's talks of it representing the sun, or
Yeah.
representing the soul,
Really?
or representing peace. There's so many conversations, and it's found all over the world. But it's also found on Everest Base Camp in
rock,
terrible
in
red
the-
graffiti,
in
and it makes it look.
And it had
the-
Everest Base Camp like crossed out, and then
Yeah.
like true
The way they do it doesn't make
Like-
it feel like the peace one. It makes it feel like the racist,
racist
yeah, one,
yeah.
the
And you're
Nazi
like-
one.
And I'm like, oh, dude, like me and you have both popped like 2 Panadols at this point because we're both like our heads are.
You would walk up like 20 meters, and your mind would literally just be like, because
Yeah,
the altitude
would be
was just like,
throbbing.
yeah,
My head would be throbbing, and as well as the wind is
Oh.
gustling. You can't see
It doesn't
in
look
this
windy in
video.
that picture.
But
there's videos, and it's like,
it's just howling, dust storms going through, like, and then you get that really bad cough. I forgot what it was called. The Kumba cough. Was it the Kumba
yeah,
cough?
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get too bad of a cough though.
No, but we had Riley did.
Yeah, right. That's what I was saying.
Riley
At the
did,
end, Riley
not
got
me,
pissed
but
too.
Riley did. And then we had those. I had my pit vipers on. You didn't.
Dude, I had my prescription. I need my I need the best
You need to
glasses.
see, bro.
Dude, I need to see.
You need
Dude,
to see.
I need my prescription glasses. I'm at Everest Base Camp once. I need HD.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not messing around.
Yeah, that's why I wear these now because I'm at the Macca's line, like trying to like.
Oh, dude.
And the lady's like, "You want?"
They
to
cook us with these screens, these freaking screens, this monitor, these phones, these laptops.
You bought this monitor. You bought that phone.
I know, but like you know,
it's a society that we
it's
live
the
in now.
society we live in.
Did you?
And our eyes are broken.
I saw a clip on Instagram today that's saying that my RMF, is it RMF, like radiation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magnetic frequency or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Radio magnetic
That's
frequency.
the new thing in 2026, like finding out like radiation and things. Like that's the new thing in like that's what it's going into now. In 2025 to 2026, it's just like what gives you cancer?
What gives you radiation
Like what gives
poisoning?
you cancer? Like what doesn't? You know? And that's what I've been playing the game. I found out that my electric toothbrush is just apparently this is what the guy says,
It's gonna be
turning my brain to slosh, and I'm like, oh crap. Like maybe I shouldn't be using this toothbrush every day. But it's a really good toothbrush. I love it because it cleans the teeth so well. It makes them all white and pearly. Like you know. They're actually not that pearly, but like it's a good toothbrush.
Sure, no, but hold on, shut up.
What?
Because
What?
your toothbrush doesn't emit any RMF, you moron.
What do you mean?
It's an electric device, but it doesn't transmit any radio magnetic frequency.
How?
Because a phone, it's not a like communication device that
That's
transmits.
why I said I heard it on Instagram. I don't believe it.
What? How are we even talking about this, mate? Weren't we talking about Everest?
We were talking about cancer. I think it's just because me and you are just like we talk about the craziest
All the
shit
time.
all the time.
I know.
That I don't think we can have a normal
Normal
conversation anymore. And it's really like it's really weird.
It's true.
It's really weird because I can have a normal conversation with anyone. Like if someone
Same. You
like
see this podcast, these episodes
me
don't
and
look
you
like
both,
this.
both know that we can be fine out in public, be like, yeah. And I always like listen to the other person because I don't want to talk a lot. But you're
When I'm
putting me on the spot, like you like me talking about Vietnam and everything like that. Like I'm talking so much where I don't really like doing that all the time. You know what I mean? Because it's just like I don't want to come off as like a dick. Like I'm like, oh, I do all these like cool things. You know? Like,
yeah.
You
no,
don't want
I
to be that
agree.
like that guy. So you just want to listen to the other person, and that's how you become like a good person. You know, like listening, like giving feedback on like what they said. Like, oh, how was Everest? Like this thing sounds crazy. Like, and then you make jokes off what they say.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's how you have boys. You know, that's how you dap people up. You know, like you know. But me and you just can't hold it together.
No,
like we just can't. We can't. I'm wearing a fucking red suit.
You bought that in Vietnam though. It's cool.
It's cool though. Who do?
It's velvet.
I'm sorry. Do you own a red suit?
No.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Does Carl own a red suit? Nah. Who owns a red suit? You know
The
what?
guy in Russia.
The guy in Russia, bro. Got the Andrew Tate and saying like, "What color's your Bugatti? What color's your red velvet suit, bro?"
You're not wrong. Okay, so Everest Base Camp wasn't necessarily the highlight of the trip. The highlight of the trip actually came the same day that we went to Everest Base Camp, but in the afternoon when we went up Mount Kalapatar.
Oh, Kalapatar.
Talk to the people about how
Mate, Mount Kalapatar was crazy, like breathtaking as well, like literally, because you were like, okay, so Mount Kalapatar, that was breathtaking, because like it was just beautiful, right? The sun. I actually have a photo of it. Like that's my best photo that I have of seeing the sunset, and we're racing up this mountain to go see it because we're like the guards are like, you got to hurry, like you got to get there. Like they didn't say it like that, but like you got to get there fast. And you can there was two options. You either go halfway or you go all the way. And we were like, oh, we're going all the way, all the way. We came to the realization very like early on. We were like, nah, bro, we can't do this, bro. We are stopping like here, and like, and it was like, okay. So Riley and this other guy went off to go to the top, and we're like,
another one of our
and
mates.
we're like, yeah, another one of our mates. He was in the photo previously, but he went off to go to the top, and we're like, good luck. Like we didn't even have bags on at this point. We just had a water bottle and our like warmest jackets that we could.
We had our packs,
did we?
Yeah, and Riley didn't have his pack, but
our
other guy did have that.
Yeah, right.
And they went up to the top.
They went to the top
with our packs, like, and after a full day already going to
Everest Base Camp, yeah.
And it was now like,
and you're right. We're racing the clock to get this sunset, and we're like, okay, we got to get to the spot. Like it was cold.
And Raj is in my ear telling me like,
no, Raj didn't come. Raj didn't come.
No, but before we even left, he was like, oh, the view from halfway is just as good from the view at the top.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
yeah, we're stopping. Yeah.
Like, you know.
Well,
I'm done.
Yes.
And so we get halfway up, and it produces probably the best photos I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, do we actually?
I send Carl a couple if he can. If it might take him a little bit of time.
Actually, probably the
but
best photos
they're
I've
my
ever
favorite
seen.
photo. Oh, the way this is the video of us dancing on the ice.
Yeah. So this is when.
So this is our base camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Chilling out on this little ice patch. But that's all it is, because all the tents are gone because no one's climbing it in winter.
Yeah.
There's just a little bit of rubbish around and a few little birds, and that's it. Like,
so that was our
no
group.
trees, nothing.
Yeah, and that ice was thick. We were all like, no one was going on it except for me and Riley at the time, and then everybody jumped on it. But that's us at halfway point at Mount Kalapatar. So that was the sunset, and that was breathtaking because we were just sitting down relaxing, and it was freezing. It was dropping down. The degrees were dropping fast, and we're like huddled up like this. Like I have a photo. Carl doesn't have it because I didn't send it to him. But I have a photo of Charlie. Oh fuck, we're gonna have to cut their name out. Shit.
Nah, you can say his name.
Sure.
I don't think you care.
Okay. There was one of our mates. Well,
I don't think they care.
Yeah, he was with us. So he was Charlie, and then
Jason.
No.
Oh, Vinny.
Vinny. Yeah, Vinny with us at this point because Jason went off to go.
Yeah, Jason was Riley.
Yeah,
and Jason and Riley actually made it to the top,
and they had the worst cough.
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah.
They had the worst cough.
They actually both got sick.
They both came back, and it was like, "How was it?" He was like, "Hey, you know what?"
They literally went up normal, and they came back down, and they sounded like they had smokers.
Yeah. They're like, it was crazy, guys. It was crazy, but it was really cold. And you're like,
are you
okay?
alright?
No, I need a stretzel.
Dude, right? But like, the the walk home didn't matter. The walk home didn't matter as long as you got there and it was fine. So they made it to the top. We were made it halfway. Then we literally ran down the mountain. Do you remember when Vinny fell over on the way home too?
Yeah.
And he rolled down the stairs.
Yeah, he rolled down the stairs because we were running. We were running at this
Yeah.
point because our guides are telling us like it's not safe to be out at night
Because it's too
because
cold.
it's so cold.
We
that,
gotta
like,
go.
Like you can't see properly. Like, cause
We had our head torches.
we had our head torches, but like this mountain was like rickety. Like we literally had Vinny fall down. Like it was that it wasn't that good to walk around at night because like these rocks could shift, you know, and stuff like that. And remember Gorship was on a slope. Like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Remember it was on a slope.
You were sleeping like this and you rolled the bed.
They built it like 4 years ago or something, and it was flat, and it was on a slope because I don't have the photos of it. We saw the valley of it just like this big open. I don't know if it's on the map. It was where's base camp? Find me base camp.
Base camp's up here, dude.
Okay,
This is the valley.
so
This is the Khumbu Glacier.
Yeah, the
remember?
Khumbu Glacier, and all those glaciers were melting and stuff, so that everything was just shifting like downwards, and that's what Goroshet was doing. It was just shifted down.
I remember you were sleeping. It felt like you were
Yeah,
gonna roll out.
you're gonna roll out of bed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you're rolling to the right. You're like going like this way, and you're like, what the fuck? It's crazy, dude.
And then
we ate the 1 year old Mars bars. Remember that? The expired Mars bars.
nah, when was that?
At Goroshet.
Oh, you're right. You're
Because
right.
after we did that, we were like, hell yeah, we got the best photos. Let's get a Mars bar. And by the way, these Mars bars were like $20.
Nah,
AUD.
that's not true.
Like,
That's
they were
not true.
expensive.
They were like $5 or something.
No,
And-
they were way more than that.
do you think so?
Yeah, because up there they're rare.
You're right. You're right. Getting
And
stuff up
they
there
were
is rare.
expired, so they haven't received the shipment since last year, bro. Mars bars. So the high demand, yeah, dude.
You're right. You're right. Oh, and
supply and
so
demand.
many people got them as well. Remember,
Yeah.
everyone got one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a classic.
And we were
day.
like, we looked at the back, we were like, oh, this shit expired, dude.
You know what actually sucked in Nepal and in the Himalayas? The stars. Remember that night when we got back?
Look at that
from-
photo there. There's literally just a moon. Like,
Yeah,
there's
I know.
no
I know, but
stars.
It's still pretty light there.
Oh,
But
I think that, yeah.
Even in once it was pitch black, and you can see that there's no clouds in the sky in this photo. There was no clouds in the sky that night. But I remember going out and lying down after we got back
Yeah.
this night, and there was barely any stars around. It was
Yeah.
like it was worse than in Freshie here. It genuinely was.
Yeah,
It
we
wasn't that
do
good.
have good stars.
Oh, we have amazing
We do
stars in
have good
Australia.
stars.
Super underrated.
Yeah, we don't live in Freshie. We can't disclose that our location. mate.
Bro, all of our freaking guests are from G Fitness, bro. They're gonna put it together. They're gonna put it together pretty soon, mate.
One thing we need is a line out the front of our house.
What are you gonna say, mate? Get this bloke off the show.
Put it back on. And I'm like, oh no.
Oh, okay, but then from there, so that was like probably the most skid stay that we had. Like that was probably the highlight.
That was
going
probably
to Mount
our
Kilimanjaro.
best memory that we're gonna share for the rest of our life.
You're probably not wrong. It's
We're gonna be like when you're in
Remember that
Plumpton, be like, "Hey man, you remember when we did Mount Everest?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, brother! Hell yeah, brother!"
We've been talking about it for years, mate.
Be like, "Hey," and then you'll mention it again because you get the bench. He's like, "Hey, you remember that?" Oh, one of us. Watch it be me. Watch it be me. Be like, "Hey, you remember Mount Everest?" Like, yeah, man, it was good. It was good. Hey, you remember Mount Everest? It's just in that loop. Oh, dude.
First dates.
Alright,
No,
5
but
seconds left.
remember from there, so that was like probably the highlight. But then we did a different route home. So we were in. This is the cord for the mics, bro.
Sorry.
It's not perfect.
Hey, guys.
Up here, mate. So then we're at Gorak Shep.
Yep.
Then we moved down to Pariche in one day. Remember, we did that huge effort all
Yeah,
the
but
way
that was
down.
that was all going downhill.
It was all downhill.
Yeah.
But we went from essentially you just get out of danger straight away and the rest of the trip is chill. Not for everyone though, right? Because remember, we went from so Gorak Shep, so Everest Base Camp is 5,267 meters above sea level, right? And then Mount Kalapatar, which we probably got like the top of Mount Kalapatar is 5,550 meters.
Yeah.
We were probably like 200 meters off, so maybe like 350, right? So that's as far as we got. But then from Gorak Shep,
This is the day you were walking back. This is when I got the video of you throwing a rock.
oh, play this then.
Slower? Do you want to do slower?
No, just leave it.
You ready?
Go. Oh, that was good.
Oh no way!
One more. That should fall. Dude, that's when we were so like tired, like delirious, and
Yeah,
we're like,
go.
the only thing that we found like to enjoy was breaking ice.
Oh.
That's so sick.
Yeah, but we're just doing that the whole time. No, we're gonna do that. We'll get into that. We'll get into that soon. We're gonna. Okay, we're. Oh yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Okay. So where are we?
Oh shit.
We're in. So we're in.
I was talking about.
We're in Pariche.
Yeah, I was talking about going from Gorakchep, which is 5,140 meters above sea level, and immediately getting out of danger and going to Pariche, which is 900 meters above sea level lower at 4,240. So immediately you're now at 4,200. You're more or less fine. You were just at 5,300, right? Now, in the space of one day, the trip has gone from, I don't know if I'm going to be able to last up here, to we made it, we're fine.
Pariche was the place that we had the Raj was telling us the best pizzas.
Yeah.
And you remember the time when you guys went for a walk, and Raj was telling our group, he was like, guys, there's a wild bull out there. No, was it a bull?
No.
Wild
Pariche-
Jack.
No. You're thinking about Tangboshe. That was before. That was after. Because Perish. This is what I was getting to before. Periche. It was. This is when people got flown out. Remember?
Oh,
so we had a group
sorry,
of
sorry,
14.
sorry. Yep.
We had a group of 14.
Continue.
2 had already been flown out. Another 3.
That's the good pizza place.
Yeah.
That's the good pizza place.
Exactly.
Go on,
Just
get into it.
wait.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
wait.
Sorry.
Another 3
Continue.
people got flown out at Pariche. Pariche was just a small
But
town.
they
Do you
were
remember-
looked bad.
Do you remember that night? That was Pariche was the spot where there was the hut on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
And I was trying to cross the river, and you came out to get me, and it was sunset. That was beautiful. It was so cool.
You were like walking around. I was like, hey guys, has anyone seen Ethan? And he's like, oh no, I thought he was with you. And I'm like, oh shit. So I had to go walk out, and I just I use my phone to like zoom in. I just see you like throwing rocks and like crossing over him. Like, I'm like, what is this guy
yeah,
doing?
there was this giant river
And I'm
crossing.
like-
I had to keep
and I'm like-
throwing rocks to get across.
There's no one around. It's like this empty valley, and I'm like, hey, and you're like, and the camera, you're doing like this, and you're like, what, and I could just see your face. Yeah, it was so cool, it was so bizarre.
Those landscapes.
I was trying to get to you, but you were like, man, I've been jumping over rivers and everything. Be careful, mate, be careful. Because you were throwing down rocks and then like jumping on it.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
fun.
All right, we're gonna get back into it.
Okay, but then so people get flown out from
Yeah,
there because
yeah.
they were super sick.
They
as
were
well,
terrible from it,
right.
yeah.
So there's another $5 grand USD down the drain there, and that's at Pariche,
Oh.
right? Bam! One day later, we're at Tangboshe, which is where the big
monastery.
Hindu, yes,
monastery
exactly,
was
Hindu
there, which
monastery
was
is.
very cool to like see and witness.
And that's where we met this
So,
Donnie.
yeah, but the monastery was basically what we learned about it is basically all the hikers that they get flown to base camp from the monastery. They go pray and stuff like that before they go do their hike to actually climb Mount Everest, which is kind of cool, right? Like you hear that, and we got to experience that. We were lucky enough to go experience that and like listen to monks and actually meet a monk. Sure, he didn't speak any English and he only answered to one thing. Beers. And I was like, I got to get a photo with this guy because look at him. I mean, that is crazy. Like, me and you got this photo with him, and that was when I was growing out my beard, and I finally
You look good in that photo.
thanks, man.
I look tired.
You look tired. You look exhausted. But I finally showered with the wipes after like day 8 into the trip. Anyway, but what's it called? Before that, before we met the monk and before we met monastery, you guys went for a walk, and there was bulls swimming into the guy.
Dude, that was
He
good-
looks
good
half
zoom in.
asleep. It is such a funny photo to look back because I'm like, dude, either he got done with the photo or like he's just like that all the time.
He wasn't. No, remember you were there, bro.
Yeah.
He was like
But
that.
you remember what Raj? You remember what Raj said about the monks? They either get married
Or that's a drink.
or they just drink.
Yeah,
so like,
exactly.
So either you marry and you can't drink, or you drink and you can't get married.
How crazy
that
is that?
monk didn't wasn't of course not married and stuff like that, but he just drank piss.
No, but listen, that was how crazy is that? that in the Hindu culture, in this Tibetan Hindu culture especially, they allow for one of two things. You're allowed to have alcohol or you're allowed to get married, but you can't do both. And some choose to get married, some choose to have drinks.
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Which is crazy. That's the life I want to
And
live.
we met
bro.
the drinks side of the coin,
We met-
dude. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
dude.
But remember when we got to Tangboche, the story that you were saying before about the big yak?
Yeah, the big yak, he was a wild yak, and he was like, don't bother him, like, you could get chased by him and everything like that. And the guy was like, oh, where's your brother and Riley? And I'm like, they're out there. And they're like, he's like, what? Like, the yak could get him. Like, and apparently this yak was like charging, and everybody's like, oh shit. And then you guys come back. He's like, yeah, we saw a black yak and you seem fine and everything. And then Roger's like, no, don't like touch it again. Remember when we went back out again and we saw the black yak and you guys were like, you ran by and left me behind. And I was like, and you guys were like, oh, don't be a like pussy, like come on. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like walking and the yak goes like just like looking like it's like he's like eating grass and I make like you step on a stick, like one, it's like from those movies, like you step on a stick and it makes a loud crack and he just goes. Like he just like slowly looks at me while he's eating his grass, and I'm like, "Oh no, this guy got a charge." And I just start running, and the guy's just like just so slow, and I was like, "Lucky I didn't do anything." But that scared me. I was scared I was gonna get booed off that cliff.
Especially because
And then we
Raj
saw
was
that
like,
lady doing a TikTok on the mountain. We're like, "What TikTok gets here? That's crazy." This lady's on the monastery, like throwing it back, and we're like, "What?"
Dude, we're in this place. It looks like a Zelda map.
Yeah.
It's like there's these giant like Hindu like
Which is
sculptures
beautiful,
everywhere.
amazing.
Yeah,
like,
there's
so
no
cool
one
to see.
around.
And there's this girl with the we see a tripod. I'm like, why's there a tripod here? And the girl's like,
And we were like, what the hell?
what? We're like just slowly like walking by her, like trying not to say anything. And like we kept going on because we wanted to go to the end of the spot. We were very bored. Because either the choice was you either sit in the like place that we're staying at until dinner, and we have like 2 hours to kill before dinner, and we're like, dude, we might as well go explore. We're only in this place once alive. Like we might go back,
Exactly. But we might as well explore,
like,
which is what we
this
did.
beautiful landscape, which is what we did. And we
That's
sat
when we
down
had the
there.
good pizzas, though. Remember?
But that was when we had the good pizzas, and we get like 2 or 3 of them. Oh my god,
Dude, remember when we were throwing the rocks off too, and they were making those huge noises when they'd smash the trees down? Oh my goodness,
it sounded like a gunshot.
it was like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, so much fun. And then the rest of the trip was relatively easy. Back through Namche, back through Lukla. The
But
sketchy flight home.
those people got flown back to Lukla, not all the way to Kathmandu.
Yeah,
So
you're
they
right.
so
You're
they
right.
met
They
us-
met us in Lukla.
So they met us in Lukla. They met us in Lukla, and then we did the speeches. And remember my speech? And I
Yeah,
like
you were
insulted them.
You were like, these pussies didn't make it.
I didn't
These guys
mean
got
to.
flown out.
I didn't mean to. I was like trying to make a joke. Like, I was like, all of us did great. Some of us did like the like copped out, and then I looked at them, and then and then everybody started laughing. And I was like, oh shit! Like I said, you guys copped out. Like, oh well. But they were like they had to. They were the last people of our pack that were really sick, and you could see it. But don't get me wrong, they were really lovely, and they were really lovely to you. They gave you the pills that needed to bounce back your
Yeah. When I was
your
when
belly. 'Cause
Yeah,
you were,
when I had diarrhea that day, they gave me a couple tablets and said, "Take
'Cause one of
these,"
them
and
was-
it made me better.
yeah.
But that was like I got sick. That was the thing. Like you said, I was the most sick the whole throughout the trip. You're probably right for a small
period of time.
window, but then
Around
after
here,
that, I
no.
was okay.
It
Yeah.
was when you were acclimatizing, yes.
Yeah, in
when you were
Namche. In
acclimatizing.
Namche, I
Because
literally was
you're eating these weird foods for the first time ever, and you're experiencing these weird altitudes for like the first time ever in your life. Where we've lived at like what?
Sea
20
level.
meters, like less than 20 meters above sea level our entire life.
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly. And
Like
now we're
maybe.
going up
And now
here.
we're going up here. Like everybody was like, "What are you doing? Like you're gonna die." Like, and people were telling me a lot of people were telling me that you're gonna see a lot of dead bodies on this trail. How dumb do you have to be? You're not gonna see any dead bodies on this trail. You're not gonna. It's up the mountain, dude. A lot of people still think I climbed Mount Everest to this day, and you're like, you know what? I did, because I can't be asked.
You don't correct
I
him.
don't go into it. But while we were going down our trek from here, I got a video here. It's the when we bathed in the water.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know
was
if
back because remember on the way back, instead of staying at Fakting, we stayed at Monjo.
Yeah, we said Monjo, and then we were walking back.
And I think in this like this little bridge here is where
Was
we
when we did
had a
the
swim.
swimming. So if Carl does want to pull it up, it would be
Yeah, just
cool.
press that video.
I think
Carl.
that one's your one. Yeah, you do.
Oh,
one.
is this me?
Yeah, this one's you when you decided to do it. And we weren't allowed to do this. We weren't
Is it
supposed to
cold,
do this,
mate?
but luckily our guide let us do it.
So
Yeah, it was
Nice.
so
Oh.
cold. I did screw up the shots, I know. But I was just trying to zoom in on the belly. Yeah, I flipped it over because I was taking photos. I was trying to get good photos and shit like that. But like now looking back,
Get out.
yeah. And then and you were the one that did it for the longest, and then this was my turn that I did it in my little stars and stripes on these. Oh, but that was amazing.
Give us a flex. Flex the arms.
But that was so cool. I almost fucking pulled it all over and hit the rocks with my teeth.
Just go back to your clothes.
And that's when I had my beard. You can see my beard there.
Yeah.
And I grew out my beard the entire time because I forgot my shaver. I like lost
You didn't
it.
need it anyway.
I didn't need it, but I grew it out for a time period. And I was like, damn, this looks ugly. I gotta shave it. But yeah,
There's the freeze frame. Remember, there's a freeze frame of you grabbing your towel.
it's
and you're
in
like,
it's in that like
if you
video.
go back, you can
Yeah, but
see
if Carl,
if you
yeah.
use the keys to get use the keys on the keyboard.
No, he let him drag it back
Oh,
because
okay.
it will start it like that. Yeah,
Hold on, see if you like that.
it's at the end.
Just go.
Yeah, yeah. I know. Skip back to the home.
There, leave it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So that's me when I was fucking.
Look how cold it. Zoom in on his face, Carl. Look at that.
I don't know if you can.
Oh, bro.
You can see the vein popping out already, dude. Dude, I was that cold,
Oh,
and I
praise
was
God, yeah.
praise God, like, and that was so cool that we did that. Like I still look back on that, and that was,
Dude, you remember what's so funny? We went swimming in that lake.
Yeah.
Remember once we got back to Lukla and we met up with everyone the people that had gotten sick, and we told stories and you did the speeches and stuff. Remember Riley was like, I need a shower. I need a hot shower, please. And the guides were like, yes, at Lukla, there'll be a shower for
there.
you. And he goes in the shower and it's completely
no,
ice
because
cold.
you dragged him out to a lookout spot, and he's like, bro, want to go have a shower.
Yeah.
I want to go have a shower, and I'm like, Riley, will be a second, and you're like taking us down these weird roads and everything like that. Because we didn't know. Also, you didn't know where you were going.
Yeah, but we were just going to
trying to
this
find a
mountain.
cool spot.
Yeah.
We were just trying to find a cool spot to
The
sit down.
sunset.
'Cause
Our
we-
last sunset.
Our last sunset, yeah.
Yeah.
Our last sunset. And we were like, yeah. And Riley thought it'd be quick and stuff like that. We come back and he's like, bro, there's no hot water. I had to have a cold shower. I'm like, that's so fucking funny.
He was so upset
He was so
as well
pissed.
because we hadn't showered the whole time. He
He-
hadn't showered the whole time.
Yeah, he
and
hadn't
was
showered.
looking forward to it so much.
Which people, like, I've told people that I didn't, like, pretty much didn't shower the entire time. And people were like, oh, that's so disgusting.
I know this sounds.
It is that cold that they don't have the things up there. They don't have electricity. They don't have things like
They
that.
don't have running water
They
because
don't
it
have running
freezes
water.
cold.
Like, it freezes cold.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, dude, get off your high horse for a second, mate, and use the baby wipe spray. Jeez, I know you live in a rich life in the northern beaches, but that's just how it is in some places in the world. And it was a cool experience to experience.
It was
you know?
cool. Even when we got back to Lukla, I don't even know if I showered properly.
Yeah, and it shows
I just
how
showered once
lucky
we got
it shows how
to
lucky we are to be living in a place like this, in an area like this, right? And I always be grateful and thankful for that. You know, like I'm not trying to be like, oh, you know,
No,
like,
no,
like,
I hear-
that's
no, exactly.
like that's the experience that
that's
you
why-
get out of. And I still want to. I want to go back.
That's the beauty.
Me
of
and you
travel.
both want to go back.
I agree.
Maybe we should do a live podcast in Nepal. Bring Carl along.
Get some.
By the way,
content.
Carl has done his leg, and he's being a troop, and he's doing the like producing and everything for us. He has to roll around in the chair right now, to press the cameras and everything like that. So good on Carl. You know what? We're gonna give some props to Carl. He got dropped off today. He got dropped off today.
But no, so for context, yeah, not on the stretcher like in Nepal, bro. Like you know those African videos where they're dancing with the casket and stuff. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
dude, I can bring that up.
No.
Oh, I actually have that.
Anyway, but no, for context for the audience, Carl had to get surgery on his foot, just a small minor corrective surgery, and he's in a boot. And that's why we haven't been doing as many episodes recently, and that's why there might be a little bit of delay in the episodes. We've got some more cool guests coming soon, but no, like, you know, a real hero of the show, Carl, for coming on short notice too, getting the Riley episode out because we've been looking forward to this for a long time. And you wanted to be episode 21 because you're turning 21 this year.
Yeah.
And you were talking about like, you know, how travel, it's an eye opener. It like shifts your perspective.
Yeah.
You learn a lot of lessons from it, right? Like what lessons do you think you took from a trip like Nepal? Like there was so much, there was the physical side, the emotional side, the mental side, the fun side, the exhausting side. There was so much to take out of this trip. What did you get out of it?
I think it was mainly, it sounds a little silly now saying it out loud, but like my discipline, like it's discipline to like do that, like thinking that I wasn't going to be able to like complete this. I thought I was like going to have to get flown out or something like that. Cause all my mates one of my mates, Lono, he was telling me that he literally called me like the day before I was going up. You remember the call? He was like, mate, you don't understand how difficult that is going to be. Like, you're not going to make it to base camp. And I was like, bro, I need to prove people wrong. You know, like, I need to do this. And I think doing that experience, I mean, it was such a great experience. But what did I take from that? Seeing the world in a different, like, lens, I feel like. I know that sounds really hard to explain. It's really hard to explain because you put me on the spot for this.
No.
You know, like what did you get out of it? Because that's what I'm curious about. Because it's kind of hard, you know, like just like what did you get out of it?
I think going to different places makes you realize how coincidental your life is.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
when you're in these villages and you meet the local people and you hear their stories and you hear that they've grown up in these places, you realize like, oh, this is exactly what my life would be like if I was to grow up here. I would be going to the Hindu church. I would be eating Nepalese food. I would be living in this alpine environment, and I wouldn't be the person I am today. I'd be someone like who I was meeting on the trail, and it makes you consider like that factor of life and you know, reflect on it with gratitude, exactly what you were saying before, and how lucky you are to have the things that you do, but also to realize that we're all just a product of our environment. And if you're born in Namche Bazaar to a Nepalese Tibetan family, you're going to be a certain person. And if you or I, we're going to be us, right? And there's no difference in that. Like those two human experiences are completely equal and super similar, but completely different at the same time. And I think that is the perspective of travel that I really get out of it. And then you kind of come to like, you know, you take that a step further and then you think about it and you go, okay, well, I was born in Australia to a Christian family and I believe in Jesus of the Bible. But if I lived in Namche Bazaar, my parents would teach me about Hinduism and I would go to this Hindu church in Tangboche every however many times a week, and I'd pray, and that would be the system that you adhere to, just because that's the environment that you're raised in. So then you like, you know,
learn grappling, learn. Sorry. I just wanted to throw that out there. But anyway,
it puts into perspective for me like experiences in my own life, and you know, kind of deconstructs it a little bit. Gives you time to reflect.
Of course,
because you're not working, you're not doing anything. It gives you time to think. It gives you time to yourself, especially undertaking these huge physical challenges too. It means that you're kind of, you know, your body's occupied, so your mind is free to kind of like think about these things and consider them, you know. So, and then, you know, what I also found on the trail is like you know, the Nepalese people are so kind, but they also have such a lax way of life. Like when, you know, especially I feel like for young people right now, it's such a like bleak environment. Everyone's trying to like get ahead and get some money because the job market sucks and housing's so expensive and jobs are so hard to come by that it's like this constant sort of race, and young people can get filled with so much anxiety. And, you know, I'm not immune to that.
These guys in these valleys aren't that stressed.
But they don't care. That's what I'm saying.
They carry around Michelle oven around on their backs for 4 days. Like,
you're right.
The Sherpas would carry around like these big like planks of wood. Like we would walk by and be like, what the hell? This guy's playing Clash Royale and he's carrying a fridge, a modern day toilet, like, you know, like a Western.
The
toilet.
Sherpas were insane.
Like the Sherpas were insane. We didn't see any Sherpas. We saw I think they were just like
porters.
Porters.
Yeah, you're
porters. Right. Sherpas were different. They Sherpas had like their houses had like different logos or something like that, like to commemorate that they were a Sherpa.
Because even in Nepal, it's still very rare for people to have summited Everest or be a Sherpa that summits Everest, and they take it very seriously. Like, remember when we were talking to guys and they got their stats? They're like, yeah, I've summited, like, we would meet intense Sherpas and they'll be like, yeah, I summited 14 times. Like, I've been climbing this many years. And then people that hadn't summited, they were working up to it. They're like, I've done this mountain at 6,500 meters above sea level. I'm working towards X, Y, Z. And it was really interesting to get a taste into that because these people live and breathe it. But that like nonchalant, lax attitude to life, and then like mixed in with an appreciation for nature, allowed me to not take myself as seriously, I think, at least in the moment, and then hopefully in my life outside of it too. You know what I mean? Because like messing around with Raj and like Susan and all the boys, like it just makes you think like, you know, we're so stressed here in Australia and it feels like the weight of the whole world's on our shoulders and we're in this kind of like capitalist race with everyone around us. But there, it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like you're free and you're more close to nature, and it's close to nature because you're literally going to die if you go outside past 6 p.m. So
Mate, remember at night when we were like walking around in like those pair of trackies that we bought? What was it called? The hiking pants that we bought? And we're freezing our legs off, and we're like, bro, we might need to get those longer ones with like that puffiness. Like that puffy leg ones. And we're like, bro, we might have to do it. And we're like, no, we can't. Just go inside. But you were lucky, you were smart and bought those fluffy like sockets for your feet, and you walked around. I had to put my boots on every time when I had to go take a piss and shit. When you just had to slide your foot in and be like,
I told you how easy they were gonna be because Riley's talking about. Okay, we'll end on this because we've been going for ages.
How long have we gone for?
And this is something so. Oh, I hit the cameras. What do you call it? But this is something so silly to end on. Before we went on the trip, because we planned this like 8-9 months in advance, so we were getting all the right gear, testing it all out, and I had these little like foot booties, like these little like half sock, half shoe sort of thing. They have grip on the bottom, but they're like, you know, like fluffy material. Anyway, and I was like, Riley, trust me, when we're at Everest Base Camp, these are going to keep you warm, and it's going to mean that you don't have to put your wet shoes on and off, and you know, like it's going to be less of a hassle. And I was like, nah, I'll be all right. Look at him now. He wishes, bro. Don't worry. Once we go back, we'll get yourself there.
Yeah, we should go back.
When are we going back?
Don't know.
December, not this December, next December.
Maybe.
Go back next December.
Maybe we'll do a podcast there with Raj. With
that lady who was on the horse fight. She's
probably still there, frozen.
Still there.
She's still there, frozen. Frozen to a crisp, mate.
We should talk about that. Oh, come on.
You can't say that yet.
This has been a crazy episode, buddy. We're out of here. Let's pack this shit away.